Imagine waking up on a Tuesday 10 years from now and choosing what to do. Not because you hit the lottery, because you built a system that makes work optional. Today, you get the real plan to do it. You've probably tried budgeting apps, watched 100 money hacks, maybe even dabbled in a side hustle, and still feel stuck. It's not your fault. Most advice gives you tactics without a timeline. You need a plan that tells you what to do first, what to ignore, and how to know you're on track. That's what you're getting. A 10-year roadmap with numbers, milestones, and specific weekly actions. And to keep it practical, I'll show you what this looked like for Harry. Someone who started where you are, made normal mistakes, and still reached work-optional status in a decade. If he can, you can. You don't need to be rich to retire early. You need to replace your need to work. That means know your target number, design your cash flow to hit it, then automate the machine so it runs even when you have a bad month. Here's the math most people miss. Financial independence is not about your income, it's about your annual spending. If your lifestyle costs $40,000 a year, the classic target is about 25 times your expenses, or $1 million. That's your work-optional number, using a conservative safe withdrawal rate of approximately 4% as a starting guide. You'll adjust later. If your spending is $30,000 a year, your number is $750,000. Lower spending shrinks the mountain. When Harry first ran his numbers, he wasn't making six figures. He lived in a modest apartment, drove a paid-off car, and spent more than he realized on food and convenience. That's why his first win wasn't investing. It was awareness. He did one spending audit, 7 days tracking every dollar, and found $420 per month of accidental spending he didn't even enjoy. You can do the same this week and immediately raise your savings rate without feeling deprived. If you've ever thought, I'll save what's left after the month, that's the trap. You don't find money, you design it. Harry wasn't lucky, he was systematic. That's why his story matters to you. When Harry realized future you pays for today you's choices, he flipped his bank setup. Automated transfers on payday to investing first, bills second, lifestyle third. Because he automated, he didn't rely on willpower. You can do that today with your bank in 15 minutes. Harry didn't pick hot stocks. He picked index funds and a simple 3-fund core, US total market, international bonds, and added a small tilt to tech later, after his habit was bulletproof. You'll see where that tilt fits on the timeline so you're not guessing. Harry raised income before cutting deeper expenses. He learned one income skill that paid him $500 to $1,500 a month as a contractor. That wasn't about hustle culture, it was insulation. When your income grows, your timeline shrinks. If you can add 15 to 25% to your income over 12 months, your 10-year plan compresses to 8 to 9. Every time I bring up Harry, it's to show you the step you'll take next. Not because he's special, because he started average and did ordinary things consistently. The 10-year plan. This is the part most videos skip. You're getting a map. Keep your own numbers in mind and borrow the structure. Year 0 to 1 week 1, 60-minute spending audit. Cancel anything you wouldn't buy again today. Week 2, payday automation. Money moves on its own. Pay yourself first, then bills, then lifestyle. Target, 20 to 30% savings rate. If that sounds high, combine $250 of expense cuts with $250 of added income. Kill high-interest debt using debt avalanche while investing enough to get your employer match, free money. Invest in broad index funds in tax-advantaged accounts first, 401k/RRSP, Roth IRA/TFSA, depending on country. Build a 3 to 6 month contingency fund in a high-yield account. Learn one monetizable skill: freelance ops, design, editing, analytics, sales support. Aim for $500 per month by month 10, year 2 to 3. Raise savings rate to 35 to 40% by stacking your side income and one promotion each job hop. Harry. Job hopped once, so can you. Open a bridge account, taxable brokerage, for money you'll need before traditional retirement ages. Clarify your FI flavor: lean FI, bare bones lifestyle; coast FI, invest enough now so compounding finishes the job; or fat FI, higher lifestyle. Pick one so you know the real number you're chasing. Optimize taxes, max out employer match, consider HSA if applicable, then Roth/TFSA, then taxable. Set your asset allocation. Example, 80/20 stocks bonds now. Glide to 70/30 by year 9 to manage sequence risk. Year 4 to 5. Grow side income from $500 to $1,000 to $2,000 per month by standardizing your offer. One problem, one ideal client, one outcome. Consider geo-arbitrage. Move to a lower-cost neighborhood or city. Or negotiate remote work weeks to cut commuting costs. If you're into real estate, make one disciplined move only if numbers work on a conservative cap rate after reserves. Evaluate Coast FI. If your invested balance, left alone, hits the target by traditional retirement age, you can reduce savings and reclaim time. If you still want work optional in 10 years, keep the pedal down. Year 6 to 7. Replace motivation with systems, recurring calendar blocks for review, automatic increases to contributions, and a quarterly money date with yourself. Stress test your plan. Simulate a 25% market drop. Are your bills still paid? Do you have 1 year of expenses across cash plus conservative assets? Adjust as needed. Continue the skill barbell. One highly paid skill plus one fun income stream that could scale. Harry turned a hobby into a small digital product. You can too. Year 8 to 9. Start test driving the lifestyle. Take 1 month per year to live on your projected withdrawal amount. Not perfection, practice. Glide from 80 to 20 to approximately 70 to 30 or 60 to 40 based on your risk tolerance and withdrawal horizon. Refine withdrawal strategy. Model 3 scenarios, 4%, 3.5%, and guardrails. Raise ARCHA, lower spending if portfolio bands are hit. Lock in low-friction insurance and estate basics. Boring? Yes. Also the difference between confident and fragile. Year 10. Verify 2 things. 1. Invested assets at or near 25 times annual spending. Or 2. Assets plus reliable side income cover your lifestyle with margin. If markets are down, delay full retirement 6 to 12 months or use the side income to bridge. You still won. You bought your freedom. Officially shift from accumulation to decumulation with an intentional withdrawal plan and an annual spending review. Here's the twist. Your plan isn't just about hitting a number. It's about designing days you don't want to escape from. If you can't describe your Tuesday in freedom, you'll drift back to work, by choice or by panic. Your next 7 days. You don't need to overhaul your life. You need 1 week that proves this is possible. Day 1. Tonight. Do the 60-minute spending audit. List auto charges. Cut 3. Move those dollars to your FI Boost account. Day 2. Set up automation. Auto transfer 20 to 30% of take-home pay on payday to your investment accounts. Set bill pay to the day after. Live on what's left. Day 3. Pick your income skill. Write a 1-sentence offer. I help who do what, so they get result. DM 5. Prospects or apply to 5 posts. Day 4. Open or check your tax-advantaged accounts. Increase contributions by 1% today. Day 5. Open your bridge account. Buy your first shares of a broad index fund. Or automate if you already invest. Day 6. Calendar a 30-minute weekly money review. Add a quarterly stress test session to adjust asset allocation. Day 7. Write your Freedom Tuesday. Where do you wake up? What do you do? Who are you with? This isn't fluff, this is fuel. When Harry did this exact 7-day sprint, he felt momentum for the first time. You will too. In 30 days, he had $500 per month more flow, 1 paying client, and a clear target. Your first month can look the same. Lifestyle creep disguised as, I deserve it. Reward yourself with time and experience, not permanent overhead. Over-optimization, delaying investing to find the perfect fund. Pick simple index funds and automate. All or nothing hustle. Burning out in 3 months and quitting. Pace wins. Ignoring taxes. Fund order matters. Max match. Then Roth/TFSA/HSA. then taxable. Sequence risk blindness. If you retire into a downturn without cash buffers and bonds, you extend your timeline, mitigate it in years 8 to 10. Harry hit 2 setbacks: a surprise medical bill and a client leaving. Because he had a contingency fund and a second income stream, it was a detour, not a derailment. Build those shock absorbers now so you don't lose years later. If you've ever said, "I'll get serious when I make more," flip it. You'll make more when you get serious this week. Most early retirement talk makes you feel like you're behind. You're not. You're early to your plan. This works because it's built on levers you control: spending, income skills, automation. Then it compounds through simple investing. Harry didn't start rich, he started honest. He admitted he didn't want to grind forever, so he built an exit. Every move he made maps to a move you can make, starting today. He's not the hero, you are. Harry's just the proof your transformation is possible. Your 2 numbers. Runway number: months of living expenses you want in cash/cash-like assets. Aim for 6 to 12 months by year 6. Freedom number: 25 times your annual spending, modified by any side income you enjoy keeping. Write the exact dollar figure on a sticky note and tape it to your laptop. Make them visible. You don't drift to freedom, you decide toward it. Relief because your money moves by automation. Clarity because your savings rate rises without feeling smaller. Momentum because your side income starts compounding months, not just dollars. Confidence because the plan is simple and repeatable. If anxiety pops up, that's normal. That's your brain learning you're safe without the paycheck treadmill. Keep the plan. It works when you work it. If this helped you see a 10-year path where work becomes optional, do 2 quick things so you actually start. Download the free 10-year work optional checklist in the description and check off the 7-day sprint this week. Harry used this exact flow to get his first wins. You can mirror it step by step. Comment Freedom Tuesday below if you're in. If putting it in words feels scary, that's exactly why it's powerful. Future, you will thank you for the timestamp. Harry went from "I hope" to "I know" the moment he wrote his Tuesday and automated his first transfer. Take that same step right now so you wake up a decade from today with choices. Quick reference: terms you'll see in the plan: financial independence, spending audit, savings rate, index funds, tax-advantaged, Roth IRA/TFS. A. Debt avalanche, automation, contingency fund, bridge account, lean FI/coast, FI/fat, SFI, safe withdrawal rate, sequence risk, asset allocation, HSA geo arbitrage, cap rate. If this clarified your plan, like the video, it tells the algorithm to show this to someone who needs it today. Share in the comments. What's your Freedom Tuesday? Writing it down makes it real. This video is for education, not financial, tax, or investment advice. Markets carry risk, returns are not guaranteed, and examples, including Harry's, are illustrative. Do your own research or consult a professional before making decisions. Why this structure works for you? Problem first. We start with your pain, tactics without timelines. So you feel seen, then immediately promise a real plan to reduce overwhelm. Problem/solution template. It moves from problem to cost, to Harry's search, to solution, to implementation, to hook to CTA. This best fulfills the title's promise of the real plan. The Tuesday Vision plus real plan promise. You don't find money, you design it. Regrabs attention after the audit step. Design days you don't want to escape from. Reorients to why. You'll make more when you get serious. Sets urgency before CTA. Your 10-year reality check. Harry's shortcut you can steal. The 10-year plan, year by year. Make it real, your next 7 days. Like if this clarified your plan. Comment your freedom. Tuesday, both tie to your transformation, not vanity. Low barrier and aligned with the plan. Download the checklist plus comment to commit. References Harry only as proof that the steps are doable. Every mention of Harry directly maps to something you can copy within 1 to 2 sentences. automation, skills, buffers, test driving lifestyle, setbacks. The script delivers a specific 10-year plan, milestones, and weekly actions to stop working in 10 years, exactly as promised. Balanced view of risk, no guaranteed returns, emphasizes education, and avoids unrealistic get-rich claims.